Hello guys, today we are talking about Second Liberian Civil War began in 1999, when a rebel group backed by the government of neighboring Guinea, the Liberians United for Reconciliation and Democracy, LIRD, emerged in northern Liberia. In early 2003, a second rebel group, the Movement for Democracy in Liberia, MODEL, emerged in the south, and by June-July 2003, Charles Taylor's government controlled only a third of the country. The capital Monrovia was besieged by LIRD, and the group's shelling of the city resulted in the deaths of many civilians. Thousands of people were displaced from their homes as the result of the conflict. The Accra Comprehensive Peace Agreement was signed by the warring parties on August 18, 2003, marking the political end of the conflict and beginning of the country's transition to democracy under the National Transitional Government of Liberia, which was led by interim President Jude Bryant until the Liberian general election of 2005. The First Liberian Civil War ended with the 1997 Liberian general election, in which Charles Taylor took power. The Second Civil War began in April 1999, when Liberian dissidents under the banner of the Organization of Displaced Liberians invaded Liberia from Guinea. Guinea became LIRD's main source of military and financial support. By July 2000, the various dissident groups had coalesced as the LIRD led by Sekou Kone. The dissidents were thought to be mostly Mandinka and Kron fighters of the former Ulimo-J and Ulimo-K. Also important in forming LIRD was an alliance, brokered by Ikemak Nigerian Chief General Maxwell Kobe, between Liberian dissidents and the Sierra Leonean Kamajors Hunter militia, including Chief Samuel Hinga Norman and Eddie Masoli. Against the dissidents, Taylor deployed irregular ex-National Patriotic Front of Liberia fighters, with his more privileged units, such as the Anti-Terrorist Unit, positioned to ensure the irregulars did fight. Simultaneous September 2000 counter-attacks on Guinea from Liberia and Sierra Leone by roughs still loyal to Taylor, and Guinean dissidents achieved initial success. By January 2001, however, Taylor's forces were pushed back inside Sierra Leone and Liberia. The insurgents were posing a major threat to the Taylor government. Liberia was now engaged in a complex three-way conflict with Sierra Leone and the Guinea Republic. By the beginning of 2002, both of these countries were supporting LIRD, while Taylor was supporting various opposition factions in both countries. By supporting practically creating the SL rebels, the Revolutionary United Front, RUF, Taylor also drew the enmity of the British and Americans. British and US pressure on Taylor increased with rising financial support for Guinea, and US-UK proposed sanctions, a weaker version of which were imposed by UN Security Council. Child soldiers. Both LIRD and Charles Taylor made extensive use of children ganged into military service as soldiers or ammunition porters. The use of child soldiers was prolific by both sides, regardless of prohibitions of the practice in the Geneva Convention. Observers from Human Rights Watch described a deadly and chaotic siege of Monrovia, with many very young fighters shooting shiny toys they had not been trained to use. Drugs made up an integral part of Liberian wartime culture. Child soldiers and other combatants were routinely addicted to cocaine, CAD, and other drugs as a means of control. Several warlords felt that cocaine made soldiers more effective in battle. Knowledge. If you like the video, then press the like button and subscribe my channel.